Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our June 26th program, our Zoom program. And happy summer, everybody. I want to welcome Sue Wiley, who is here with her new film, What a Load of Balls. And if you haven't watched it, we're going to watch it in a few minutes. It's 11 minutes long. It's not very long. Let me tell you a little bit about Sue, who I met 3 years ago in Kyoto, where she premiered her first film, which is called Kinetics, which is based on Sue's own experience of being diagnosed with Parkinson's 11 years ago. She started with it as a play and then took it to, decided she needed a bigger audience and got funding and was able to turn it into a film. So as well as being a critical success, it has proved a valuable resource as a teaching aid for those in the medical profession, as well as inspirational for those of us living with the condition. So Sue then had the idea of turning the whole business of seemingly random Parkinson's symptoms into a cheesy lotto-style game show. And hence, What a Load of Balls came about. So has everybody seen the film?
No.
No, not everybody. Okay, so Ashlyn, let's show the film.
Hi, my name's Sue Wiley, and welcome to WALAB, or What a Load of Balls, the Parkinson's Lottery. WALAB is a follow-on from a film and play that I wrote called Kinetics. It was based on my own experiences of being diagnosed with Parkinson's back in May 2011. More than a decade has passed since then. WALAB seeks to show some of the symptoms you might have to face, and the sheer randomness of it all is presented in the style of a cheesy lottery show. My projects always aim to raise awareness, educate, but most importantly, entertain. So there's plenty of dry humour. But be warned, it is hard-hitting and brutally honest. So make sure you watch it at a time that is good for you. Enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, roll up, and welcome to the Parkinson's Lottery, otherwise known as What a Load of Balls. Every ball reveals a symptom. Because if you thought Parkinson's was just about someone being a bit slow and shaky, you are wrong. Come with us now and discover an incredible range of symptoms, some of which defy the human eye. And it looks like it's going to be an epic win tonight with the lotto jackpot standing at £10.50. So don't be shy. Come with us now to the lotto machine where the verifier will certify the show. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce my little helper.
The name's Levi Doper. This show has been certified.
Great to have you on board, Levi. So let's get stuck straight in. Set the balls free. And the first ball to be selected tonight is...
Number 2. I need a poo.
Yes, you've guessed it. Constipation. This ball has only had 2 outings this year, and even they've been an effort. Not only is constipation jolly uncomfortable, it also stops you absorbing the drugs you need to control your Parkinson's. But we don't want to get bunged up with all that. Keep those balls rolling. And the next ball to be selected is...
Number, hang on. Number 14.
Oh, yes, absent-mindedness. Who am I? Where am I? What am I doing? Oh, yes, I'm presenting a show. Yes, absent-mindedness, often accompanied by short-term memory loss and an inability to multitask. So is that what it feels like to be a man? Okay, so let's move on to the next ball.
Number 27. Hallucinations. I love this one. It makes me want to sing.
Yeah. Congratulations, hallucinations. Now you'll really wonder what it is you see. Celebrations, hallucinations. With Punks you get the sideshow all for free. Yeah. Ha, hallucinations. It's terrifying when you first hear that word. You conjure up all sorts of images like being chased by snakes, tigers, men with spears, or zombies. Actually, it's much more benign than all that. You're far more likely to see small children, pet cats, and marching bands. Marching bands? My own personal favourites are seeing faces in trees and bits of carpet fluff, which look like something much more exotic as they ooze their way towards me. Okay, it's on to the next ball.
Number -6. It's Apathy.
This ball was last up in 2015. It rarely makes an appearance. It tries hard, but just can't be asked. Okay, and the next ball, please. Okay, we see this one a lot. Number 10. No, 11. No, 12. This is phenomenal. Look at the speed it's now travelling. It's already moved on to number 50, and it's going up the whole time. It doesn't show any signs of letting up. Oh, it really is irrepressible. So let's hear it for ball number 360. Impulsive behaviour. Totally out of control. And let's not forget its bedmate, compulsive behaviour. Can we tempt you with an obsession? If you take certain drugs to control your Parkinson's, you may find yourself able to indulge in compulsive gambling, or binge eating, or becoming a shopaholic or a chocoholic, and having libido like you've never known. So beware those dopamine agonists. And it looks like it's going to be an epic win tonight, with the lotto jackpot standing at 17 billion. Oh, sorry, I just got a bit carried away. Anyway, let's move on to the next ball. The spinning well tonight.
66. The face that sticks.
Yes, no one likes this one. The frozen mask of Parkinson's. As cruel as it sounds, our faces can freeze, and we can look like the grumpiest of gits with the inability to smile. Of course, there's always the occasion when you are the grumpiest of gits and you have no desire to smile. But it's hard to tell the difference. But we don't want to get bogged down with all that. Anyone would think we want your sympathy. So, how are you all doing? Don't forget our motto. If you can't win at lotto, you may as well get blotto, because with Parkinson's, everyone thinks you're drunk anyway.
So, how do you like your martinis, Sue?
How I'd like my voice to be. Shaken, not slurred. Cheers. And let's see what the next ball brings us.
This one's completely bare. No number at all.
Must be depression. That's a tough one. But why not cheer yourself up and apply for a I've Got the Blues parking badge? And you have an incurable degenerative brain condition. Say that 10 times and try to smile. And keep those balls rolling.
Starball.
Ah, welcome, Starball. Get ready for medication mayhem. Oh, things may get messy. Have you got the muscle for a drugs time tussle? Have you ever been in hospital and had to fight for the right to take your Parkinson's medication on time? I've seen grown men reduced to tears as they tried to explain that to the nurse. I need to take a tablet at 4. I won't be round till 5. No, I need to take one at 4. I won't be round till 5. I need to take one at 4. Oh, crap. Oh, no, that's not till 7:15. Yes, it's a tug of war. Good luck. Look, I'm not dissing the nurses. They do a fantastic job. But it is important that they're taught how dangerous it can be if Parkinson's patient doesn't get their drugs on time. We need to spread the word, Levi.
Yes, the Get It On Time campaign. I'd write an angry letter if I were you, Sue.
I would if I could. But guess what? My handwriting's gone to pot as well. So it's a big welcome to the bonus ball of...
I can't read this one. What does it say?
Ah, micrographia. Or in other words, handwriting that looks like squished ants. It's so frustrating. I'm absent-minded, so I write a shopping list, but when I get to the store, I can't read it. So I send cards and letters to my nearest and dearest, and half of those don't arrive because the postman can't read the address. So I decide to ring them instead. But guess what? They can't hear me because my voice has gone really soft and quiet. Another gift from Parkinson's. Thanks a lot. You're welcome. Anyway, on to the final ball, and we're finishing with a good one.
Number 50. The drugs have been thrifty.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. This ball reminds us that it's been 50 years since any advancement in a medical treatment of the Parkinson's. 50 years? That's just too long. And I know there are thousands of people out there looking for a cure, but it can't come soon enough for me. Anyway, remember our motto. If you can't win at lotto, you might as well get blotto. Cheers! Just a minute. That's not quite the end of it. There are lots of other non-motor symptoms which can be very distressing. A weak bladder, for instance. Never stand between a woman and the door to the ladies, because you'll get crushed in the rush. When you gotta go, you gotta go. Then there's the loss of your sense of taste and smell. Oh, and drooling is a particularly sexy symptom. I'm fine by day, but at night time I soak through my pillow. I find myself reaching for my water wings. Night time. That takes me to my biggest challenge. Insomnia. It's the middle of the night and I can't sleep. It's the middle of the night and I feel restless. It's the middle of the night and everyone else is asleep. It's the middle of the night and I'm making peppermint tea. It's the middle of the night and I feel lonely. It's the middle of the night and I'm eating biscuits. It's the middle of the night and I feel angry. Why does the sleep god do this to me? I just want a couple of hours, please. What have I done to upset you? It's the middle of the night and I'm waiting for an answer. It's the middle of the night and I know that other people like me. It's not flipping fair. Please, just a couple of hours. It's the middle of the night and I call out to you, but you're asleep. It's the middle of the night and the night demons are coming. I feel anger, self-pity and rage. It doesn't do to be up in the middle of the night. And then, just as everyone else is getting up, I'm drifting off. Oh.
Hey, wake up, Sue.
Okay, that's it, folks. Actually, no, it isn't. I'd hate you to leave here thinking there's nothing you can do about your PD. It may be incurable, but it's not untreatable. The important thing is to keep yourself moving. Doesn't matter what you do. Yoga, keep fit, line dancing, pole dancing. Just something that keeps you moving. I even did a skydive. That really keeps things moving. And then I met a young lad who was heavily into parkour or free running. But that's another story. Medication time. Doctor's orders.
Thank you. That was great, Sue. So what did everybody think? You enjoy it? Okay. Before I'm going to open up to questions and answers in a minute. Let me just I'm going to put everybody up. Before I open it up to questions from everybody else, I just want to ask a couple questions myself. Your first film, Sue, was very serious and it really traced your journey with your diagnosis with Parkinson's. What made you shift 180 degrees to do something like this?
Yeah, after kinetics, which, as you say, takes a more naturalistic kind of narrative, I was actually working on just bringing myself up to date, writing, what had happened since kinetics. And I got to this thing where I wanted to talk about the different drugs. And I thought, what's the fun way of doing it so it just doesn't end up being endless lists of things. And just had the idea, just imagine the lottery balls. And I thought, that's it. We'll have a symptom on each of the balls. And it sort of wrote itself then. It kind of, as you say, took on a 180-degree turn, but lots of humour, but still quite hard-hitting, I think.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How's the response been to the film?
Good. We've done it to Bristol and a couple of other places, and good feedback. Yeah. We are going to get subtitles on it. I realised watching it, I talk quite quickly, so we're going to put some subtitles on that too.
We're having trouble hearing you. You're going to have to speak up a little more. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You have the soft voice of Parkinson's.
Yeah, I know. We're going to put some subtitles on for that very reason, in case people can't hear me. So they'll have that as an extra.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, one of the women who could not join us today had watched the film, and she said to me, "You hit every button. You got all of the balls right." So thank you. And we discussed earlier, I've tried to do things like this as well with my writing. And I had written a Thanksgiving column years ago about things to be thankful for with Parkinson's. And somebody said to me, "How dare you? How can you make fun of this? It's so awful." And I said, you have to look at the lighter side to be able to survive with it. And I think that's what you're doing here, Sue. I think you did a great job with this.
Well, it's cathartic for me too. So, and I'm thinking of a third to complete the trilogy. So who knows what the third play will be like?
Okay.
We've got animation.
Yeah.
I've never-
How was it working with animation?
Well, of course, the animation wasn't there when I was recording my bits. I just had to imagine the plays that he'd be in. But I love Levi Dopa. I think he's going to have a big career. He'd probably leave me trailing behind, but I think he's going to go places.
Okay, just like Twitchy Woman has gone on her own, Levi Dope is going to go on his own. Okay, I'm going to open it up to questions. If you want, you can go to reactions, which is at the bottom of your screen, and click on raise your hand, and we can call on you.
It might be useful.
Does everybody see that? Or just raise your hand and we'll call on you.
It would be interesting to know if anyone found it too much to take. It would be good if we find out if there's anyone that found it too hard hitting.
Okay.
Just too much.
Carol Reese, you're on mute. We can't hear you.
Hi. Yeah, no, I had to find the microphone. Thank you, Sue. I had watched Kinetics. I didn't know what to expect today. It's a gorgeous day in the Northeast. It's a little hot. I did find it a little overwhelming. I mean, you're listing everything, and I maybe came up from a beautiful day outside, and I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. But it's honest. I just don't know how long the path is, you know, I mean, till I have everything that you just mentioned. You know, having just a few seems overwhelming.
I think it's part of the randomness, isn't it? It's not knowing what's going to happen next, and how it is
Right.
for one person is completely different for another.
Right. I call it the designer disease. Right. We don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Eileen, and then Clara.
Hi there. Sue, thank you very much. I think that you and I have the same type of sense of humor. So I found it really enjoyable. I was well aware of all of the symptoms, but I think that, you know, the tongue-in-cheek works a lot better than a serious discussion at times. Particularly amongst other people who, you know, have experienced the same things. So I thank you very much. I thought it was great.
Good, thank you.
Okay, who did I call on next? I forget, was it Clara?
Yeah, it's me. Thanks, Sue. It was great. I really enjoyed it. I love your sense of humor as well. And what I love about it is that it's very concise. And I can send a friend to that video and say, these are some symptoms that could happen to me and others, because it's a designer disease. You know, everyone's different, but you know, people do hit these delightful marks at some point in the situation, I guess. So it was really razzle dazzle. Love it.
Thank you.
And it's short and sweet.
Oh, that.
Yeah. It makes it really good as a medical teaching tool because, you know, 12 minutes of film and then lots of discussion and instruction for the medics. I've gone to several hospitals locally to talk to the would-be junior doctors, the sixth formers that are looking into medicine. So it's useful as well as entertaining, I hope.
I was going to say one more thing. People will, I never know what to do with the line when you're on your meds and somebody says, you know, I never know you had Parkinson's. And then I'm looking at all the balls that you mentioned and thinking now, I loved, by the way, I guess I should say my favorite part, I was a teacher, right? So was when you are in the chair in the middle of the night, because I feel like maybe I'll watch it then, or maybe I'll call some of you. I did like that part. I've been reading books, and then I, of course, have been falling asleep in the middle of the day. So I do think it would be helpful. As I said, I don't want to burden people, but if somebody says, I would never know, you know, but yeah, well, you would know at certain times and certain of the balls hitting you, right?
Yeah, sitting in the chair in the middle of the night, that was definitely me. And I often find other people online at the same time. So
It's a lonely
We could
time.
have a chat. Anyway, anybody else? Questions?
I was just going to add that I like that it's called balls because you got to have balls to have Parkinson's. Improv.
Okay. Any other questions, comments? Nobody?
Have you tried improv, Sue?
Not since having Parkinson's, but I used to. I worked as an actress. I used to do a regular every Saturday night. A group of us would do improvisation. I loved it. Loved it. I think it's a brilliant thing to do for you, and I'm jealous that we don't have any going on where I live.
Excellent. So if you want, you can come and join us at tightrope.com, I think it is.
Okay.
And we have an improv, a PD improv, and it's a lot of fun. This is a spoiler alert for our August 21st talk, but it makes you think positively. It makes you work as a team, and everybody else has Parkinson's, so it's really kind of neat because then we can all say, oh, my voice is quiet, or I don't feel like I can do it, or whatever. So we can relate to each other compared to Second City, where nobody could relate to me and I couldn't relate to them. So there you go.
Good. I'll tune in.
Yeah.
Oh, it's September. We're not doing anything now in the summer.
You said August 21st.
No. Well, we're doing this special for you guys.
Oh, okay. All right.
But
Yeah, I'll be talking about that later. But
Yeah.
we just put it on the calendar today, so it's not up yet. Okay. I see some new faces, new names. Rosa Contramistre. Where are you from?
Hello, I'm
Hi.
from Venezuela.
From where?
Venezuela.
Venezuela. Welcome. I think you're the first person we've had join us from Venezuela.
Yes, but I'm living in the United Kingdom.
Did you enjoy the film?
Yes. I don't understand much, but I try to do it. It was fun.
Sue, are you going to be adding subtitles in other languages possibly?
I think not sure. I don't think we've got enough money to do that.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to hook you up with the Comp women from Spain who are doing a lot in English and Spanish. And I know they would love to be able to translate this. They have translators that work with them.
Thank you.
So then we can have more people like Rosa join us. Would you enjoy that, Rosa? You can share it with your friends.
Oh, Sue, how did you get this funded?
We're a charity, so we don't make any money. Anything we make is plowed back into the company. How did we raise them? We did some fundraising. We had some left in the bank after Kinetics, and we did a bit more fundraising and raised the money to make the film. People are very generous as well when they know it's for Parkinson's. They do it at a cheaper rate. But our funds are quite depleted now, so that's why we're going to put a Just Giving page to go with the film. Hopefully, get some donations. Because I'd like to write a third one. I think it should be a trilogy, and there should be another one after this, which will probably be just one long rant because I kind of get angrier with it as it goes past. Do you? The more things you see you can't do well, the more frustrated I feel and want to shout.
Okay. Kathy has a question.
Yeah, I have an interesting problem, and I wonder if everybody else has it or has had a problem with improv. I just don't get it. Since I've developed Parkinson's, I've taken 2 classes with Robert Cochran, and I just don't understand it. I don't get it. Has anyone else had that problem? No.
No, I have. I sure have. I tried Second City. Not that I want to bash Second City, but the kids were too young and they spoke too fast, and I didn't understand half what they were saying. And then I switched over to something that's called Humor After 50. So I'm older than 50, so I went to that one, and I made some good friends that I still do Zooming with from all over. But going to one where there's people that have Parkinson's is really quite, I don't know, engulfing, secure. I don't know. I'm doing the number 2 on the list of short-term memory loss here. It's all encompassing. You're welcome into society, into that type of group. So my suggestion is finding a group that has the PD.
Thank you.
Yeah, join us in August for the program, and you'll learn more about this. So the program Clara's in is specifically for people with Parkinson's. Yeah, so it should make a difference, I would think. I haven't done it. I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Anybody else?
Has your penguin got a name?
Oh, my penguin does not have a name.
Oh, I think
We've got to give him a name, I guess, or her a name. It has to be a girl, right? We already have Parky, the whatever it is from the World Parkinson's Congress, so we can't do that.
Prunella?
So we'll take any suggestions for names.
Prunella. Prunella.
Prunella. Oh, I'm very British.
Penelope.
Penelope's my granddaughter.
Ah.
But I think we'll go with Prunella. Prunella Penguin. What do you think?
Sounds quite grand. Yeah.
Yeah. Any more questions for Sue? Comments? First of all, we're going to, Sue, thank you for your wonderful production. And we are sending you a virtual tiara.
Lovely, thank you.
You can wear you can wear your hat, your shiny hat. Thank you. It was great. And the link is in the chat, and I encourage everybody to send it out to your friends who have Parkinson's, friends who don't have Parkinson's, who don't understand what it's all about.
You can just download it. Can I just say so? You can download it from our website, which is www. Oh God!
It's in the chat. Your son put it in the chat.
Okay. My mind's just gone completely blank.
I'm sorry. What?
DT2productions.com. Got it. DT2productions.com.
So next up, in 3 weeks, and I'm sorry it's not every other week, it's just how summer's falling out and everybody's travel schedules. Amy Lindbergh, who was in the Navy in Camp Lejeune and now has Parkinson's, will be talking about her advocacy journey. She was featured in the recent film that was based on the book on Ending Parkinson's. She's featured in the film The Long Road to Hope. She's one of 12 people featured in that. And she's going to be talking about her advocacy journey from Camp Lejeune to advocating against pesticide use in the government. So she'll be talking about that. It should be very interesting. The following week, Saba Shahid, who did our micrographia workshop, will be doing an art workshop with us, art therapy. She calls it Smile Through Art. And you don't have to be an artist, but come and join us. It's going to be fun. And then August 21st, Clara and her group, the Tightrope Troupe, will be doing improv. Yay! And looking forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun. And we will be doing breakout groups, I think, to do small group projects. So that will be a lot of fun. I'm looking into inviting Eli Pollard from the WPC to come talk about that. Our scholarship fund is growing for first-timers who want to go. We have, I think, $6,500 or so in that fund, which is amazing. Let's see the next slide. Let's see what's. And I want to remind you that on Tuesday mornings, Shelley has her open mic chat session, and I know that is growing. A lot of people. She's got a lot of loyal followers. And if you're interested, just email Shelley at savoy4.com. And she also does an exercise on Friday mornings where if you don't want to exercise, you want to just join in and chat, you're welcome to, or exercise on whatever platform you want, except a swimming pool, I guess. and you can join in the fun there. I've joined a few times, and it's a nice group of women. Next slide. So there's a lot of stuff going on this week. The formerly called We Go Health Awards are now the Social Network Awards, and this is the 4th year I've been nominated, and they've actually compressed the whole nomination process. The nominations end July 1st, which is, I think, Friday. The endorsements begin tomorrow and run through Friday, so it's only a 5-day period. And I will send out a link, and I hope that you will all endorse me. And then the awards celebration is in Philadelphia, October 18th through 20th. And then the next day, I think it's on the next slide, is the PMD Alliance Community and Support Group Leaders Summit, which is in Washington, D.C., beginning October 22nd. So if you are interested, I know that there are going to be some women from our group who are attending. I'm still working on it myself, trying to figure out if I can get there. They have a $200 early registration fee until July 15th. So if you're interested, sign up now. You can always cancel later, but it includes, for $200, 3 nights hotel and 3 meals a day while you're at the conference, which is pretty amazing for $200 to go to Washington, D.C. It does not cover travel expenses, so that you're on your own. But if you are going, let me know, because I know that there are going to be several of our women who are joining. You don't have to be leading a support group, but if you want to take any kind of leadership role in the community, I would encourage you to go to this. And it's a great way to get to meet other people in the Parkinson's community, since nothing has been going on in the last 3 years in person. This is really the first big in-person event for anything in the world of Parkinson's. And the next slide, I think we're working on the retreat. It is going to happen. I'm waiting to get some pricing from the people I'm working with. It's going to be in Scottsdale, and we're hoping for next May, before we go to Barcelona. And speaking of Barcelona, anybody here interested in going? Who's planning on going? Besides Clara, me?
I'm going. I'm hoping to go. Carol.
Yeah. I think it's going to be, if you have not attended a World Parkinson's Congress, it is a lot of fun. And Barcelona is a great city, and it will be fun. But we are planning to have an evening women's socializing hour or something. We're planning to do some kind of reception for women with Parkinson's, with other women's groups from around the world. So you'll get a chance to meet other women from all over the place. And this is the only conference that I've ever been to where the patients, the doctors, the researchers, everybody is on the same level, same plane. You can go to anything you want to. You can go to the most complicated research session, to an exercise program, to a dance program, to playing ping pong. There's all kinds of things. There's something for everybody, and it's a lot of fun. Clara and I have gone to the last 2 together, and we just had a blast. It was really a great experience. So if you're interested, as I said before, we have scholarships that we are offering for first timers, and we will be getting applications out sometime in the fall for that. There will be an application process, and we're not quite sure what the registration fee is. At first, it was going to be somewhere between $350 and $400. Last I heard, it was up to $650. Thank you, pandemic. We will be covering that's whatever that is, the $650 for however many women we can who want to attend for the first time. So anybody interested in that? First timers, Carol? Yeah.
I'm a first
I'm
timer.
sure some others think about it. It is a great opportunity. Yeah, Helena, you're interested in going? Okay. Yeah, just send me an email if you're interested, and I will add you to the list. But as I said, we will have an application process because we may have more people going than we have money for, so we have to figure this out. And a chat group for women without partners. We can add to that a chat group for women who've had DBS. If you're interested, let me know. We will try and match you up with some group, and you can You can, so we'll set you up with a time, give you a Zoom link, and you can have weekly or monthly chats, whatever you want to do. I think that's the last slide. That is it.